There's no way that Coach Arthur Smith keeps his job after this. Right now it's 41-17. There's no reason to even do a post game show or a post game video. I'm just going to tell you how I feel right now. Um, I like to use a lot of tongue in cheek when it comes to talking about Desmond Ridder and if they could possibly win a game because every game is winnable. But after that second quarter, I told y'all this man, Desmond Ridder, always found a way. He always finds a way to throw the ball at the other team. It's a given. He has one in him, at least. He turns the ball over in the third quarter. Just like I said, you cannot. If you're going to turn the ball over, it has to be early. You cannot turn the ball in the third quarter or later. And that's what he did. Turned the ball over, and after that, everything just went downhill. Defense didn't play good. The offense didn't match what the Saints were doing. And at this point, the experiment is over. I think the 3-year experiment is over. You've been 7-10, 7-10, and 7-10. And in some cases, you can say you get a pass for the first 2 years because of the cap space. And we overachieved. But this year, there's no excuse. There's absolutely no excuse for why this team lost games that they shouldn't have lost. The Cardinals game, the Vikings game, the Panthers game. That's 3 wins right there. You would have been 10-7 right now. Or you'd have been 10-6 right now. You see what I'm saying? These games matter, man. These games matter when you are literally sitting there throwing games away because of poor play calling and bad offense. Now, you can go and sit there and blame the defense in some cases. Yeah, the defense was in a situation where they gave up last-minute drives. I get that. But with this offense, we should have been blowing teams out of scoring at least 30-plus points every game. You know we only scored 30 points 4 times in the 3 years that Coach Arthur Smith been here, and not one time this season. This is your offensive genius or your offensive coordinator, your play caller, your quarterback developer, Arthur Smith. There's no way. There's no way there's no way that you keep this coach. And the quarterback, I've been out on him as well. Now, there is a situation, which I doubt this will happen, that a coach may come in and say they can fix Ridder. I think Ridder is going to have to go through some extensive training, but you may get a coach like that. Me personally, what I think is going to happen, Coach Arthur Smith is going to get up out of here, and the next coach is coming in is going to pick their quarterback. Desmond Ridder is going to be the backup. That's what I really think that's going to happen at the end of the day. Because if Coach Arthur Smith would have kept his job, you could have had a scenario where you bring in a retread quarterback to actually, compete with Ridder. And with that veteran quarterback, he would have been, I'm talking about a bona fide, retread, like what's his name, Russell Wilson or a Kirk Cousins. You would have brought in one of those guys if Coach Arthur Smith was to stay. I really don't think he's going to stay. He's done. The next coach going to come in, you're going to have something like a DeMarco Ryan situation like with the Texans, where they bring in a new coach, bring in a new quarterback, bring in a new offense, and for the most part, I think the defense may stay. I think the defense may stay. That's just my opinion. I think the defense will stay, and even if the defensive coordinator is gone, which I think he should be promoted to coach, but I think the defense will find a way to keep the defense intact because the defense is actually that talented. You don't want to mess up a good thing there. But as far as the coaches, man, as far as the head coach, it's horrible, man. It's horrible. The way this season played out is something that is, you probably could do a case study on it, because I just don't understand how a coach can sit here and be an offensive genius and be this inept. I understand missing on a quarterback. I get it. You got maybe 20 other teams do that almost every year. They get the quarterback. They think they get their quarterback going to be the starter, and it just don't play out. It happens. But the way this played out, this is just unfathomable, that the fact that you missed on the quarterback this bad. And not only that, you didn't even try to put him through the proper training or the proper reps for him to actually, be the number one quarterback. He only had one rep in the preseason. One drive in the preseason. This dude should have been getting all the reps that he can because clearly you see now. But, it's so easy to Monday morning quarterback. It's so easy to do that. And that's what we all been doing for the past, 10, 11, 12 weeks. That Jacksonville game told me everything I needed to know. Everything I needed to know. And it was just embarrassing. It makes no sense. But, hey, what can you do? What can you do? At the end of the day, we're just going to have to figure out a way to right the ship. And it's all on Coach Uncoach. It's all on Arthur Blank. As of right now, it looks like the Saints are going to score again. It's 41-17. It's just been embarrassing. Another 7-10 season. Well, I'm about to go watch some of these shows on YouTube and cope. Well, I'm not going to cope. I'm going to watch them cope. Because there's going to be a lot of excuse making. It's going to be a lot of interesting takes and thoughts and frustration out here. But like I said, at the end of the day, you kind of saw this coming. You try to make fun, try to make light of it. And, you want to see the team turn it around. But in reality, you got what you got. All right, y'all. See y'all on the podcast on Monday. I'm out. Peace.